Hey, what's going on? If you're a general contractor, a construction person, a remodeling company, anybody, if you're a construction company, first off, I'm Rob from Feedbackwrench. I'm out here in Minneapolis. We help with web presence, digital marketing. Today I want to talk about how do you make sure that your accountant is giving you the best advice possible to do a couple of things. First of all, my main goal for you is to help grow your business and maximize your efforts, which is why we do digital marketing, and we do a good job. But I also grew an accounting practice before this, and I'm a tax planning expert, and I love helping people build wealth. If you're a general contractor, a construction person, and here's what usually happens. Okay, you set out, you're like, doggone, I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna quit working for Joe. I'm gonna go do my own thing. And as you do your own thing, you start out making no money, right? So you start out, you're a sole proprietor. You set up your LLC so that you can get your contractor insurance so that you're protected, right? You become a general contractor, you get your license. And since you're just grinding, trying to make a profit, you become an LLC taxed as a sole proprietor. And essentially what happens is you get so busy doing your work, you basically have a basic accounting system. You pay your taxes at the end of the year. Your tax guy says, that's good. Well, then you slowly grow, and you might have explosive growth, or you might have low growth, whatever. But as you grow, you never have somebody stop and say, hold on, I want to work with you to make sure that you absolutely mitigate your taxes to the best of our ability. This isn't about me doing your tax return. This is about making sure you pay your fair share and not a penny more. Contractors, I'm telling you, I meet more general contractors, more construction folks that don't have somebody that comes in and helps them do that. And the result is you get hosed in taxes. So I want to equip you with a couple of things to check out to make sure that you are going to reduce your taxes as much as possible and maximize your efforts. I don't know. I grew an accounting practice to about 150 small businesses, and that meant I prospected and talked to probably 400 small business owners. I bet I met 2 that weren't concerned about mitigating or reducing their taxes. In fact, I don't care how liberal or leftist or progressive somebody is. I don't know anybody, I've never met anyone when it comes to taxes that don't take full advantage of their tax mitigation opportunities. All of them try and pay their fair share and not a penny more. So if you're like every other red-blooded business owner that I've ever met, then you're gonna wanna do this, right? So here's the deal. I wanna equip you to go to your accountant, not during tax time, to do some massive tax mitigation. You ready? So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta make sure that you are taking advantage of the right business entity. I'm gonna move fast here, okay? You basically have 3 of them that you can be. You can be a sole proprietor, so an LLC tax is a sole prop, LLC tax is an S Corp, so you become a corporation. I don't know if the wind's blowing into the mic here. And then the last one, you can become a C Corp. You better not be a C Corp. There are very few reasons why you'd wanna be a C Corp. I get all these people on my YouTube channel asking, why wouldn't you be a C Corp after Trump's tax plan? Heck no, it's still double taxation. Really, the only reason you'd ever want to be a C Corp is if you had like a 401k or a checkbook IRA that's going to be like buying your business and holding the stock, because that's about the only reason I've ever seen that it makes a ton of sense. Or if you're going to raise capital like a giant corporation, right? So it very seldom makes any sense to do that. The sole prop, the sole proprietorship is like your default taxation mode. Basically, all of your net profits come down and you're gonna pay Social Security taxes, 15.3%, on all of your net profits up to the Social Security limit, so up to 125,000 basically. You're gonna pay 15.3% self-employment, then you're gonna pay state and federal income tax, right? Or if you convert to an S Corp, and this is what I really want you to know, if you become an S Corp, you split your income into an owner's dividend and then a payroll. When you split that, the payroll is subject to the 15.3% self-employment tax. The dividend or the distribution or the owner's share is not. So we've had people that are making $120,000 a year. They start examining what it means to participate in their business, and they take a reasonable salary, which is what the law says you have to, and they go from paying self-employment tax, 15.3 on 100K, down to saying, well, maybe I should only have a $50,000 salary. That puts $7,600 back in their pockets right away. I'm telling you, If you're a general contractor, construction person, first thing you should do is ask about if you should be an S Corp. But if you are an S Corp, here's the catch. You gotta go in and you gotta ask your tax guy, how are you helping me make the right decision for, this is just awful, for my salary to my dividend or distribution? How are you making that informed decision? Because you have to be accurate. You want to be informed. You want to make sure you do it right, but you also want to maximize and make sure that you're being as aggressive as possible. Because for every $1,000 you send, you're going to save a ton of money. $153 gets saved, 15.3%. So that's the first thing, right? Here's the second thing. You'll want to look at what it means to, you're going to roll your eyes, but I'm telling you, this is huge, especially if you're like a developer or somebody who has big swings and then downtime. Look at what it means to have retirement plans, okay? Now, simple 401k. The reason why is because you can set it up. So whenever you do this and you get retirement plans, you can't be prejudiced against your employees, right? You can't be like, I as the owner get to sack away tons of money and my employees don't. So the SEP IRA allows you to put between 0 and 25% of every employee, including yourself, of their wage into a retirement plan that would then be deferred. That's a straight write-off within your business, okay? Or you can do a 401k plan where you can do either a 4% match, or you can do a profit share contribution, and then they'll have their own employee contribution. Here's why you should look at it to reduce your taxes. It's the most tax beneficial transfer of money from you to your employees. If you meet up with a good third-party administrator, you can concoct 401k plans that would allow you to mitigate your high spikes in income really well, okay? And basically what it does is it allows you to do these officer contributions. So you'll want to talk to somebody where you don't do just this safe harbor, but you can pick a percentage and do it for your officers. It's pretty interesting. If you have tons of subcontractors, your risk is lowered, right? But here's the third thing, get into real estate. Own real estate, for crying out loud. A lot of you contractors are out there and you might have a spouse that like participates in your business or something like that. I'm telling you, you've got to own real estate, buy and hold rental real estate, and it can be commercial buildings, it could be residential buildings, but basically you get two things. One, you get the passive income, right? You just diversify. But two, you can participate in income that can really be deducted because you have what's called depreciation, and then you have these new cost segregations. You know that bonus depreciation you took on your pickup that you bought because of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act? You can do that with big portions of the write-offs within your buildings now. I'm telling you, you want to save taxes, you look at your business entity, you take a look at retirement plans, and you take a look at investing in buy and hold real estate. And if you have a spouse, have them fully participate in that business. And it's just going to work really well for you. Good luck. I'm telling you, if you need help building out a web presence, doing SEO, and you want a good team that's just down to earth, understands your business and wants to help, give me a call. Go to feedbackwrench.com. We'd love to serve you. Good luck.